Now in this is a part 4 of the cell suspension culture. Now we are going to look after the continuous culture system. So in continuous culture system, the old liquid media is replaced continuously by the fresh liquid media to stabilize the physiological state of growing cells. In this system, nutrient depletion does not occur due to the continuous flow of nutrient, and the cell always remained in the steady growth phase. Now in closed culture system, all the closed culture system that we have till studied, we never replace a nutrient media or cell. Okay, but in continuous culture, we are continuously replacing the old media so that cell will get a fresh nutrient. Each time there is a depletion of nutrient, we are adding fresh medium so that the cell will get fresh nutrient and they will remain in their active growing stage. But in all the type of batch cultures, 4 different types of batch culture: slowly rotating culture, shake culture. Okay, so we have seen the 4 different types of spinning culture, and then there is a stirred culture. We are neither replacing media nor removing the cell, but in continuous culture, here we are replacing both the things. In this system, nutrient depletion does not occur because there is a continuous flow of nutrients. So this continuous system is further classified in 2 different types, that is closed system. In closed type of system, media is replaced with the fresh medium. Hence the cells from used medium are mechanically retrieved and added back to the culture. So in closed culture system, what we have, when we are adding a next fresh medium, we are removing part of the medium. Suppose we are adding 50 ml of nutrient medium and we have to remove 50 ml from the system. While removing that 50 ml, we filter it so that we retain the cell and we add those cells inside the media. So here we are adding fresh medium, but we are not removing the cells. So this is a closed continuous type of culture. Now there is a next open type in which both cells and medium are removed and only fresh medium is added. So in this open type system, what we are doing, we are removing both cell and medium and we are adding only fresh medium. In this way, we are maintaining the cell number constant. Okay. Now open continuous system has 2 types. One is a chemostat and another is a turbidostat. In chemostat system, culture vessels are usually cylindrical or circular in shape, and it have inlet, outlet for both cells, nutrients and nutrient media and air. So in this method, there is a continuous removal of nutrient, cells and air, but there is a continuous addition of air, nutrient and cells. Thus, the whole system is maintained at the constant growth phase. Okay, so the density, growth rate, chemical composition and metabolic activity of all the cells remain constant. Such a continuous culture are ideal. This is ideal for studying the growth kinetics and regulation of metabolic activity. This is a diagram of continuous culture. Here you can say that it is a small bioreactor which has a provision of continuous shaking, maintaining the temperature, pH. Then there is addition of air, removal of air, addition of nutrient, removal of nutrient, addition of cell, removal of cells. Okay. Now in turbidostat. A turbidostat is a continuous culture method where the turbidity of the culture is held constant by manipulating the rate of medium which is fed. Now here what we are doing, we are maintaining the constant turbidity of cells, and the turbidity can be measured by using pH or the optical density. In this system, cells are allowed to grow up to certain turbidity, then predetermined volume of culture is replaced by a fresh culture medium. So the turbidity is here, turbidity is maintained constant. Whole thing is around the turbidity and density of the medium. Okay, here sometimes pH is used, optical density used. We allow the cells to grow at certain point where turbidity is reached, then we replace the number of cell and medium with a fresh medium. Now what is the importance of cell suspension culture? Till this time we have studied cell suspension culture, batch culture and continuous culture. In batch culture, there are 4 types: slowly rotating culture, slowly rotating culture. Then there is a shaker culture. Okay. Then what we say? Then there is a again there is a bioreactor system. Okay. What we say, stirred culture and spinning culture. Okay. In continuous culture system, there is open system, closed system. In open system, there is a chemostat and turbidostat. Now what is the importance of this system? Such systems are capable of contributing significant information about cell physiology, biochemistry, and metabolic event. This is useful for the study of cell physiology, biochemistry, and metabolic event of the cells. Okay, it is important for understanding the formation of whole plant or embryo from a single cell. Also, different types of mutagens can be studied and their effect can be studied on the cell culture. The advantage is the nutrients can be continuously adjusted. This system can be scaled for the large scale production and whole plant can be regenerated from a single plant. Disadvantage is productivity of suspension culture decreases over extended subculture periods, slow growth rate, low productivity, and cell may be damaged by shear conditions. Okay, so this is whole about the cell suspension culture. If you have any doubt, you can revert back to me for any queries. Now once again I would like to